So today I've got an incredibly simple exercise and drill that you can do using a tee, which can fix some of the really common problems we see down an impact. So one simple drill that can work on two really important elements of your downswing and impact. That sounds pretty good, right? So what are those two elements that we're going to work on, and what is the drill? Well, we tend to see lots of golfers really struggling with the club face arriving far too open in the downswing. So the club face is leant back and the face points more up towards the sky. We very often see those golfers really struggling to create any kind of structure to their impact. We often see the handle getting in line, or if not behind the golf ball, the elbows separate, and just not many good things can happen from there, and the inconsistency in their games is quite evident to see. So how do we start to train that, and how do we start to get that to be a little bit different? Well, the first thing we're going to do is going to look at a little bit of a comparison between golf and something else that we might do. And you know, in golf coaching we hear lots of comparisons, don't we? We hear golf swing is like throwing a ball, or it's like this, or it's like that, and we compare golf to other things, and we can't really do that because golf is unique. There's not many things like golf. But one of the things that we do hear, things like, and I hear this quite commonly when we talk about the golf swing, we talk about the intricacies of it, people say, well, if you had a hammer, you'd be just hitting that nail quite simply. But if you think about what happens with a hammer, if I was going to be hitting that nail, what part of my trail hand is applying a force to the hammer? It's my thumb. So my thumb is applying a force to the hammer. Now just watch what happens if I get myself into a delivery position with this 8-iron where I want my thumb to be applying a force down towards the golf ball. That club face is severely open. I am going to struggle from there. I'm going to hit the ball way off to the right, or I'm just going to hit horrendous strikes down at impact in an attempt to fix that. So in the golf swing, when we have the club at this delivery position, we would like the club face to be about vertical or slightly turned down. Therefore, what is applying the pressure? It is your trail, index finger, and the knuckles. They are applying the pressure to the back of the club shaft. Let's take a look at where we are at address. The thumb sits about on top, but the knuckle sits on the trail side of the handle. That's really, really important because it is that trail knuckle that needs to be on top of the grip here, applying that pressure, to enable me to control the face and get the handle forwards. Those are the two things we're really going to target. As soon as you start to get that thumb on the trail side of the grip and you start to use your thumb to apply a force to the golf club and start to apply some speed to the club head, you're going to have that face open and you're going to have that really poor look to your impact. So, simple drill. Take a tee. You're going to take your normal address, and with that normal address, you're going to take that tee, you're just going to pop it, if I can do this, it's not as easy, down in between the grip and the index finger. You can see that tee is on the trail side of the grip. So what I'm really looking to do here is I'm looking to make a backswing, and then as I get to delivery, I'm trying to feel that that trail knuckle is on the trail side of the grip. If somebody was holding that club head and asked me to try and pull the club head towards the ball or move the club head towards the ball, but they were holding it, it would be that knuckle, that trail index finger knuckle that's applying the force. It would not be the thumb, because that's going to get the face incredibly open, as I already said. So we've got to get to the point where that knuckle is applying a pressure. That pressure is continued until we get to our impact, and that enables us to get a little bit more structure, a little bit more shaft lean, control the loft, strike it better, all of those things. So once I get myself into this position, it's much easier to go ahead, rotate through and achieve those things that we want down at impact. So the drill really is more just to heighten your awareness and give you some different feels. As soon as I put that tee in, it kind of heightens the awareness a little bit because I can really sense that tee between the grip and my finger. And it starts to give me a little bit more awareness as to where they are in space and where they are relative to the golf club. I need to feel like that index finger is what is controlling that golf club on the way through, and that's what's applying that pressure. The golfers who have the face open, who are using the thumb, it's often not intentional, not trying to do that. It's just what they do kind of subconsciously and naturally. And we want to change that process by some little drills, often simple drills, the best ones. And for me, we have to do it in two ways. We have to start with the concept, which is why I generally tend to explain things in these videos, and then we go through the drill. I think people are going to be more engaged with the drill and they're going to be more committed if they understand the concepts and they understand the reasons why those drills are prescribed to the golfers with those certain problems. So, trail knuckle, get that behind the club shaft, apply the pressure with that, not the thumb. You will strike the ball better, you will play better, and hopefully you'll be able to thank me for that. Thanks for watching. Usual stuff is down below, comments box down there, like button, all of those kind of things. Would love you to join the community as well. So click subscribe, click the notifications bell as well. That means you'll be notified each time I upload a video. And I really think these can help you play some better golf. Thanks for watching.